Dog the things me comfy, dog the things, you hear? Dog the things me comfy, dog the things, you hear me? Dog the things me comfy, dog the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face. Whoa! Dog the things me comfy, dog the things, you hear me? Dog the things me comfy, dog the things. Whoa! Dog the things me comfy, dog the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worry.
What is your take? Because I don't understand. How much family members you have been in contact with? They had a mother came out with the protests, whereby she said her son that died, that was shot by a stray bullet, haven't got no compensation, ain't hear nothing, nobody ain't get out, she ain't tell she nothing. Do you know how much people in Guyana was unjusted and nobody ain't tell him nothing? I don't understand. This situation here, nothing in adding up still. Nothing in adding up. But we got all the evidence on social media about this young girl being killed. You know what I'm saying? She was drowned and all these things. Yeah, she was drowned, but she wasn't drowned in the pool. She was drowned somewhere else. She was drowned somewhere else. Now, I don't condone no form or shape of violence or none of the things that the people of Guyana is doing right now with breaking, entering, destroying, and these kind of things. But at the end of the day, remember, if we don't put on we foot with certain things, things are continuously going to be swept under the rug and thus pushing a car now. And things like these, it show the government that the people are serious. Because if it's not for the people, the government has no seat sitting there to protect the citizens if we can't trust the government. Now, everybody's saying, yeah, we shouldn't blame the government and we shouldn't blame the government, but still, we have to understand. If the family members say that they can't trust them, what we must do? Still, we don't know with the boss man there. Still, we don't know what's going on with his son. We don't know nothing what's going on with the employees that was a part of these sacrifice or these abductions that this hotel was involved with. Because we know Ariana is not the only one that was abducted. You hear somebody come out and said a Spanish child was killed right there and they pay off the people them, the Spanish people them, because the people them was broke, they was down, they wanted money. Now I don't know how. Okay. Somebody sent me a message saying they got a GoFundMe. A GoFundMe. I don't know how true this is. I'm trying to figure out. I'll just text the person and ask if it's a family member. She said, the auntie and I teach together. We're friends. So I'm going to try see if I could get some proper more information. I have the information where the GoFundMe, they sent a number to me. Where they sent a number to me. So I'm trying to make sure I know what's going on. Because it's here. Okay. This is, let me see. I gotta get proper more thing for find out, you know? But that is what the president came out and really said. I see a set of wanted bulletin out for persons that was breaking anything in place and so forth. You had this CISBR. But at the end of the day, we still need more investigation on this young girl. We still need more investigation on the young female. We got some more stuff to run through, guys. Hold it, wait a minute. I'm not going to be showing you none of the riot or none of that because I don't want to get copy claim. So we won't be showing you know that what went down last night. Makisha Simone. Donation can be sent to this above information. All right, so this is why you see somebody sent out here, but I don't know. You know, you can't trust everybody to restore the 4,000. This is okay. Just a minute. Hold on. Okay, this is the GoFundMe here. As you guys could see, help the Youngs after Adrienne death. As you guys could see what's going on, all right? So I just got that information there. So you got 12 days until service. This May 11th. I think this is for the burial and so forth. And it says, I am the cousin of Adriana's mother. It is with heavy heart that we share this experience passing of Adriana Young on the 4th month, 24, 2025. She was a beloved daughter, sister, granddaughter, and a friend who touched the lives of so many with her bright smile that light up the room, her kindness, strength, and love. During this incident, this we got to find it. During this incredible, difficult time, we are reaching out to ask support for the young family as they gives the incur- unremarkable, unimaginable loss. They are also forced to financially burden of financially burden funeral expense and other intimate needs. Any contribution on matters how small will give directly to support of the family needs and help with any funeral expense if you like as the negative thoughts this heartbreaking time. If you are unable to donate, share this page with your community would also mean the world to them. The fines will be given to the parents. You understand? Thank you, and keep the family in your thoughts and prayers. Support, love, kindness, and deeply appreciated. Okay, guys? So basically, that's what they're saying. This is the GoFundMe. I want to get on. I'm going to try to get in contact with this same person here, and I'm going to try to see if I could raise any sort of donation on my channel, and I'm going to definitely give it to the family. So I'm going to try to see what's going on with that, definitely. But so far, what we really get is that the autopsy showed that she was drowned. All right, guys? Yeah, the autopsy showed that she was drowned, and still we got to do some more investigation because we got to know how she drowned, when she drowned, what she was drowned by. You understand? So these are the things that we have to find out, you know what I mean, as things go by. So that's the GoFundMe, definitely. Cause of death is drowned mean all right, hey, we gonna run and we gonna get on crazy. We still got more investigation. I don't think this is the end of it. I don't really think it's the end of it. Let's take two calls. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Am I live?
Yeah, bro, you're live. What's your take on this?
Okay. First of all, let me preface by saying yesterday, I was trying to get through to you yesterday
Okay.
because after the results came back that a girl drowned, you were like, to me, it sounded as if you were losing faith. You were like, S word. I don't curse, so,
I know.
forgive me,
At
please.
first, it does kick off, and you know what I mean, for real.
Yeah, yeah, but see, the thing is, I've been watching you for the past couple of days, and you're a good guy. But see, the thing is, I'm not going to tell you how to run your show, but
Okay.
as a host, right, you have a modicum, a small responsibility to just equip yourself a little bit better because what you're doing is disseminating information to the public. So you got to make sure that thousands of people are listening to you. I mean, I like your style. I mean, you you're a good guy, but you just need, to me personally, just to equip yourself with a little bit. Try to find out a little bit more. Okay, for example, let's dive deeper into this stuff here.
Okay.
Please don't let people. Well, you can't stop people from doing whatever. I mean, I could just say whatever, but sometimes people have to understand science. Please, people, for the life of me, I'm going to say this again. That little girl did not drown in the pool, people. Please stop with the pool BS. That's a distraction. That's a distraction. Why do I say that? Let's break it down. Let's break it down based on the family. Let's break it down on facts. Okay.
Okay.
And just give me a few minutes to
Go ahead,
explain a
my
few
brother.
things.
Yeah, man.
Okay. The family said between one they got to the hotel somewhere around 1 o'clock, or just a little bit after 1 o'clock. By 2 o'clock, 45 minutes later, this girl was gone. This girl disappeared. Okay? This girl disappeared. Okay, there's no way possible. Okay? If this girl disappeared from the pool, okay, the family is searching for this girl. Anytime a child is missing at a hotel, especially a hotel with a pool, the first thing the manager of that hotel is going to do is to check the pool area because kids drown. The first thing you would do is to check the pool area. According to the family, again, according to the father of the child, these people ignore the cries of the family to find this kid. Okay? Meaning that the normal business of that hotel went on. People were drinking, people were in the pool, people were doing whatever, people were in that pool. There's no way a body is going to be in the pool, even in the deep section that's 8 feet. Anyone that dives or swims or whatever, there's no way you're going to be swimming in the pool, jumping off on the deep side 8 feet and diving down and not see a dead body inside of the pool. So please, people, get away from this pool. The pool is a distraction. That girl was not in the pool. And the reason why I say that, rigor mortis, my brother. If you understand science, when a person dies, okay, anywhere between, say, 3 to 6 hours, the body goes into what's called rigor mortis. For those outside there that doesn't understand rigor mortis, let me explain rigor mortis. The body dies. 3 hours after death, the body becomes stiff. Okay? Between 3 to 6 hours, it's called rigor mortis. Then, after that 3 to 6 hour window, the body comes back flaccid, meaning that the body comes back to its regular state. It comes back soft. You could move the person. But then that's when the decomposition starts. Okay? Now, let's go according to science again. There's no way the girl body is going to be in that water between 1 and 2 o'clock. And she discovered the following day around 10 o'clock. And you're still going to discover her body in a state of rigor mortis. Her body was stiff. There's no way it's going to be like that after 20 hours. Think, people, think. For those that don't understand what I'm saying, there's no way, if you want to go, that she drowned in the pool, people. There's no way because the family said they were in the pool between 1 and 2 o'clock. They discovered her missing between 1 and 2 o'clock. There's no way her body is going to be in the pool for 20 hours. And still, the body is going to be in a state of rigor mortis. The body is going to be decomposing. You're going to find her like just like a regular person. It's not going to be stiff. That girl's body, let me explain this here, my brother. Human beings, an adult female, an adult male, generally speaking, Generally speaking, because they're always variables. But normally speaking, a woman drowns face up. This is a child now, meaning that she hasn't developed breast and different things. She's just 11 years old. This is a child. But normally speaking, when they find drowned bodies that drown, a female is normally face up. A male is normally face down. Okay?
Yes, yes.
Brethren, you have to listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Too
man.
many of my Guyanese people, like sometimes I figure like these are adult people, but they're not thinking. They're not thinking. Okay? That girl's body, if you remember when her father jumped into the pool, she was neither face up or face down. That girl was recently placed in that pool. Her body was almost like up, like in a standing position. There's no way you're gonna be in a pool for 20 hours and still be found. Come on, people.
Real time.
Come on, people. Okay, and again now, the girl was never in that pool. The girl was in that pool for a split second. The owners of the hotel had that girl, but they needed the people in front of the hotel to move so they could carry out what they wanted to do. They wanted to get her out. That's why they came up with the fact that they saw her at the bus shed, and then she entered a minibus, and then she entered a black and red Ram. Brethren, we have to deal with facts. A lot of our people are not thinking. We need thinking people, because too many people that are not thinking are populating the space.
Straight up.
The
Respect
hotel people needed the people in front of the hotel to move because they've already killed that girl. And based on my estimation, that little girl was killed between 2 to 3 o'clock early Thursday morning. Because if they killed her between 2 and 3 o'clock early Thursday morning, it's possible that when you find her around 10 o'clock Thursday morning, her body is going to be in a state of rigor mortis. It's going to be stiff. Because she was murdered about 6 or 7 hours prior to that.
Okay. No kid.
Yes.
Yo, my
There's
skin
no
growing in so bad.
Yes.
What?
Yes, but that's why they needed the people in front to move so they could get her out, dump her body somewhere, and blame it on the guy that is stopped in the car. But they couldn't get to do what they wanted to do. Because remember now, based on a family member, they searched that hotel starting from 7 early Thursday morning. The search finished somewhere close to 10 o'clock, like say 9:30. Then the female said that she sat next to that pool for 15 minutes before she came out of the hotel. She sat next to that pool for 15 minutes. Brethren, there's no way a dead body, a dead person is going to be in a pool and you not notice that pool. Remember now, people are taking drinks to guests in the hotel. They pass it next to the pool. Waiters are carrying drinks. People are walking around. There's nobody in the pool. Whenever people call and talk about this pool, hang up on them, my brethren. Because the pool is a distraction.
Aye.
The girl was dead, then placed in the pool. And hear this out, brethren. Let me see. And the people said the marks on her hands, the whitening on her hands tells me that for some reason she was either held close to the pool area where they have all the chlorine tanks, the chlorine buckets or whatever, because chlorine is something that smells. It's very strong. If you don't use gloves while dealing with pure chlorine, it could turn your hands white. It could turn your knees. It could even turn your hair. People even bleach their hair. But any females that bleach their hair, white people that want to turn their hair blonde or whatever the case is, whatever chemicals they're using has a lot of chlorine inside. Because chlorine has that effect. It's going to blonde it. It's going to bleach it. Chlorine is a bleach. Okay? So stop letting people, like they say in Guyana, stop taking chain up. Stop letting these people tell you, but the girl drowned and the girl was placed in the pool after the family finished doing the checks. When the woman said she came outside and she said all of a sudden she saw the transfer of the trolleys. This is where the stuff gets excited because wherever they had the body, they're coming down in the elevators, whatever the case is. When she said she ran back to try to get into the door because the door is electronic. But the red shirt guy did not, because if you're on the outside and you a guest or you're staying at the hotel, you have to punch in on the keypad. But remember now, the aunt and them, they're not guests in the hotel, so obviously they don't have the code. So she's asking the guy in the red shirt, the Indian guy in the red shirt, to open up for her. But Indian guy turned and told her he can't let her in unless she comes in with the police. So she says she turns around and there's a police officer by the last name of Allen. And she's asking him, Mr. Allen, could you come with me so this guy could open up the door? But now the guy in the red shirt at the hotel, he's biting for time. He needs time because this is when it's going down.
I tell you.
This is when it's going down. So the mere fact that she wasn't allowed to get in the hotel like right away, this is the time that I'm being told this CID guy, Leroy Smith or whatever the case is, the guy they call him wet shoes or wet pants. This is the time that he now, wherever the girl, the trolley comes down with the girl's body or whatever, this is his chance now to place her inside of the pool. So he places her inside of the pool. As you can see, the body is not floating on the back. The body is not floating on the stomach. The body is like standing like up.
With a clouch.
Like standing up. Virgin, we not stupid people. We have sense. The only problem is that the Guyanese people are being failed because the government and the police, they're not doing anything. I'm the one that wrote to you that day, brethren, here's the situation. So he places her inside the pool. And about 5 minutes later, an alarm goes up. Down, we find her. The people rushed inside or whatever the case is. That girl was recently placed inside of that pool. But I'm not going to take any more time, man. All I'm saying is that, all I'm saying, brethren, is that you're doing a good job, but you could do a better job. But you need to, just push a little bit more so that even when people come on your program, if they're not coming with common sense, you hit them back because you already have certain facts. Anything you're talking on, like take your time, take like an extra hour before you come live or whatever the case is, and just review certain things. That when people come with foolishness, you could shoot them down right away because I'll tell you this here, there's a certain sector of our society. I'm not going to call out names, but last names or whatever, but all of them have the similar last names. And they're always the ones that are trying to throw you off. They're always the ones that don't show any compassion. They're always the ones that would believe she drowned in the pool and you should just forget about it. Brethren, there's a certain sector of our society. We all Guyanese. We all know about the 6 races or whatever, but there are 2 major races in Guyana. And I could tell you one would always show compassion, and there's another one I don't want to paint with a broad stroke. But a lot of the times, if you look at it, even in the comment sections, you can see certain last names, they always have the same mantra. They always talk negative things. They always would try to throw you off. They always would not show compassion. They prefer to blame the grandmother. They prefer to blame the little girl. They would say the little girl was wild. There's always a sector of our society. And you know what I'm saying. I'm not giving you everything, but you know exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
There's always a section of our society. But just arm yourself a little bit better so that when these people come on your program and they want to talk the foolishness or whatever, man, because like I said, I just started to watch and listen to your program like 2 or 3 days ago with this incident, and I think you're doing pretty good, man. But just arm yourself a little bit more, man. Yeah, man. All right, my brother.